Making movies has been a part of Shanghai culture for more than 100 years now. And 63 years ago this week, the city's new government brought together several film production companies and created the Shanghai Film Studio. In tonight's edition of Shanghai Stories, produced in cooperation with SMG's archives, Mark Clough looks back at the history of filmmaking in Shanghai.
American businessman Benjamin Brodsky set up China's first film production studio in Shanghai in 1909. It was gone by the start of World War I, but in the 1920s, Shanghai became the center of the country's growing film industry.
70 to 80% of the films were shot in Shanghai.
They included films about monsters and ghosts and martial arts and social problems in big cities.
Shanghai films had no special characters, but focused on what the audiences wanted, such as the Revolutionary War.
American and Chinese films competed for audiences in the 1930s. Many local companies had to combine during the Japanese occupation and under the nationalist government in the late 1940s. This week in November 1949, someone wrote to the North China Daily News asking whether a local theater could bring back the 10-year-old American classic Gone with the Wind. A Beijing studio was filming the People's Liberation Army recreating the May 1949 Battle of Suzhou Creek. Unlike the real battle that liberated Shanghai, this time the sandbags were filled with straw. And China's new communist government set up the Shanghai Film Studio that combined companies from the nationalist era. And that would change the kinds of films made here.
After liberation, the content changed to wars and urban life. Films became diversified. Before we made films about farmers for farmers, films about wars for soldiers. After 1949, the film Woman Basketball Player No. 5, directed by the famous director Xie Jin, opened the history of sports films.
And as the Shanghai Film Group's giant film park in Songjiang has become the place where filmmakers and tourists can go to get a sense of the city's past, big American companies like Disney and DreamWorks are setting up local partnerships for production facilities in Shanghai.
Beijing is now more important than Shanghai for making movies, but Shanghai has been building up its strength again.
This is the original headquarters of the Shanghai Film Studio in Xujiahui. It's closed now, but soon people with an interest in film history will be able to come here to an 11-story film museum that's being built right next to it that will trace the history of the film industry in Shanghai from the late 19th century to today. And we're told it may very well be open by the end of the year. Mark Leff, Shanghai Live.